Hi, my name is John Hines, and I'm making a video to opinionate about suboxone. I've been on suboxone for about 2 years now, and at first I thought it was helping me, and it was, but then I realized it's incredibly hard to come off of, and it's incredibly expensive if you don't have insurance. And most doctors will prescribe it to you, not really even caring if you have insurance or if you have a way to get off of it. So I'm making this video because the world is going to change, I think, and things need to be changed. There needs to be things for us as citizens to be comfortable that if something happens to us in any sort of way, that there's a way that we can get back on our feet, that we can become almost one as people and connect ourselves on a higher level, so to speak. But there needs to be things that need to be changed. Money needs to be changed. How to get it. The cost of things need to be changed. Everything needs to be rewritten. You know, most of our laws and most of everything comes from an older time. Well, this is not an older time. This is a new time. We have things now that people wouldn't believe that we had 10 years ago even. So drug addiction is a very, very serious thing in America. Addiction is a very serious thing. I think that the reason why people are addicts is because they're running from something. They're hiding from something. They're numbing themselves because they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the pain. And sometimes it's easy to come off of drugs if you're in a positive environment. If you're happy, if you feel good inside, and you decide to come off a drug and it's easy, that's because your mind is way more powerful than you think. But if you're in an environment where you're not happy, the withdrawals are going to be increased because you're not happy. Your body's trying to escape from that pain, and that pain is there, and you notice that pain, and that makes it worse. You feel the pain way more intensely because your brain allows you to. And it's not masked with any type of chemicals that you can be produced by being happy. So what I think is there needs to be some type of free clinic, free place that we can go to that is sponsored or founded by our taxes, or some type of charity money, or some kind of money that just goes in there. Some kind of rehabilitation center for anybody coming off of any type of addiction, and this place should be a type of positive environment, a type of oasis, a type of vacation place, as you will, so that you can go escape all your problems and just be doused in positivity, be filled with positivity, positive energy, and not have to worry about things like money or family or anything like that. The goal and the focus is to be happy, have a good time, get off of drugs, and see the good things in life. See that life has way more to offer than being addiction. See what it's like to have a little taste of freedom. There needs to be places like this, and some of them do exist, but some of them are very expensive. Very expensive. Lower class people who want to get off of drugs dream of going to places like that, but end up having to do it cold turkey or tampering off slowly, Some of them make it, some of them don't. A lot of them don't. And it all depends on the person's willpower and everything going on, so you can't truly judge a person coming off of any type of drug, because you don't know how they feel and you don't know what's going on in their life, because that's all a person really is a perspective and an environment and what kind of choices they made in those moments in life and how they reacted to them and what was going on in their brain. That's just what people are, and then their soul and their intuition and everything. That's just what we are, and we all have our own different environments and different lives and different feelings and different things going on. So I think if there was a place like that for everybody to go to, that just knowing that you could go to a place like that, just knowing that there's a place out there would take the relief off of addicts, would seriously take the relief off of somebody who desperately wants to get off of something like suboxone, something that they've been kind of tricked to being on, thought it was some kind of safe haven drug, and are now stuck on it. I've tried getting off of it cold turkey a few times. I've tried tampering. I went to a rehabilitation center. I've been to 2 of those, and I'm still on it. So, and I am to the point where I'm going to try a few different ways to get off of it. But if there was an option like that, if I could go to some place for free, I would go immediately. So I think in society, it needs to change. There needs to be a lot of changes with everything. Everything needs to be rebooted. It's a new age. It's a new era. It's a golden age. You know, we're more synced to each other. We know what's going on all the time in the world. We have the same, most of us have the same principles, most of us have views on the same concept, you know. We're getting to an era where we are connected, and love and caring should be a very big priority in the human future. Trust, love, excitement, imagination, all these things that make us extraordinary should be in our lives, because we are at our best when we are happy, when we are happy with ourselves and happy with what we are capable of imagining, is when we are our happiest. When we see ourselves as the person that we want to be. We are limited and we are almost animal-like when we are sad, angry, depressed. We are at our worst. So that is the past I think we need to escape from. Is hate, lying, untrustworthy. The government needs to change. The government needs to do something. It's not working out. The Greeks failed. The Greeks did it the way that they're doing now. They failed. It's failed many, many times. The government needs to change. We may need a government, maybe not. Maybe we don't even need one. But the government needs to do something if they want to stay in control. If they want to control us, then learn how to do it the right way. But just like if you're trying to control animals that you have, if they're unhappy, they're going to have trouble following you. If they are happy, then they're easy to follow you, and you're happy as well. So, things like that in the world need to change. We need to come to a realization that this is our world, and we are all brothers, and we are all sisters, metaphorically, and we all deserve to be free and be happy with the world and each other. So, I hope that maybe this video people will see, and maybe it'll get their thoughts on the subject of change. I know many people are already thinking about this and know about it and probably have made videos about this already, but just throwing another one out there. But my main focus on this video is supposed to be for suboxone and how be careful getting on it, be careful listening to your doctor. There hasn't really been that many long-term tests on suboxone for what it does to you, and lately I've been feeling memory loss, headaches, body aches, things like that. Suboxone is a very powerful drug. I did not realize. I was on Vicodin was what I was on before. You know, I didn't take heroin or anything, crack or nothing. You know, and they put me on a drug to get people off of heroin, and it's way more powerful than Vicodin and way more expensive. So just be careful. Tell your friend if you know about suboxone. Just tell him if he's getting on it, to just see if he can only be on it for a couple of days until his withdrawals wear off, and then see how he's doing. If he still needs to be on it, just help your friend. Tell him to stay on a lower milligram. Tell him if he wants to get off of it, you can stay at his house. If you really have a friend that's really struggling with addiction, and you're okay in your life, and you're kind of have things to fall back on, like a house, things like that, and you have your job, and you don't really have too much to worry about, you have some things, just keep in mind that he's your friend, and just say to him, if you ever feel the need to, if you ever need help coming off of your drugs, you can stay at my house and I'll help you get off of it. Just knowing that somebody is there to care for you, which I kind of like to do. I like to make people feel good when they're sick. I like to literally cater for them. It makes me feel good about myself that I'm helping somebody heal. I like to not only heal their body, but their mind. When I'm feeling good, I like to make other people feel good. You know, I like to make people laugh and be happy, and I like to kind of help with their needs. It just makes me feel good inside. And that is something that we all should do to have a happy world. So keep in mind out there, YouTubers, that you probably already know what I'm thinking, but just practice it every now and then. And if we ever get a chance to not necessarily rebel, but to change how the world functions, if us as citizens get the chance to change things, we should seize the opportunity and either take control of our own country or force the government to change or rewrite the entire thing. Change everything. Change how the world, well, mostly the United States, is. Change the United States and that golden utopia that we always think about. That city of Atlantis, you know, that tingly feeling you get when you think about, hey, I'm going to go to that place. That's what America needs to be. That's what we need to be. That's what we should stand for. Peace, prosperity, freedom. The things we set out to be. So, this is my video. I hope this makes you think a little bit, even about yourself, or about your friends, or about the world, or about your job, or about anything else. And I hope it enlightens you a little bit, just to know that there's other people out there that are thinking about this. So, this is the end of my video about all kinds of shit, and I hope you all have a nice day, a nice evening, and a nice night. Goodbye.